Why would we not?
It's you guys.
2 light, 18.
Oh yeah, we didn't do that.
Do that after the credits.
Okay. Yep.
What?
So we'll have
Oh yeah.
So I'll be
Nah.
a character just for one session.
One session. That's gonna be your resistance character. Just kidding, they'll die. Alright.
Also, the idea of making a Mandalorian at this point is very appealing.
Oh, another
Next session, Mandalore's blown up.
campaign idea I think that would be kind of interesting is if you do like a Jedi Fallen Order thing where you're exploring ancient Force using like
Societies. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's another one. Archaeology. Group of archaeologists. Dr. Afra, Jedi Fallen Order kind of thing.
That can be
You just
interesting.
come up with tons of random ass shit that we explore.
Trust me, I could get fucking crazy with that shit.
Especially like depending on what era it is. Like, is it Imperial era?
I
So
would
we're
probably
like,
go around Imperial.
So are we trying to work for the Empire or keep it from them?
Well, that's a
Both?
Or both?
Combination? I don't know.
They can-
Maybe your group of Imperial archaeologists, you find a Jedi who's out in hiding, you feel bad for them, and you start helping them instead of the Empire. Meanwhile, there's an ISB agent and Inquisitor who gets interested in your guys' project.
We're like, we'd like to come with you. He's like, no, that's okay.
No, I think I'm gonna come anyway. Like, what are you gonna do? I'm an Inquisitor.
You wouldn't be interested. It's fine.
Okay. Also, yeah, roll your die and all that stuff.
I got 2 light and a 14.
1 dark.
Yay!
2 dark. And a 12. I'm sorry.
Yay!
Okay, we're not doing
Did
that.
you get light?
16.
Yeah, I got 2 light. Ooh.
Woo.
Which is weird. Like, since I've started him going good, I've been rolling light more. I don't know why.
It's a sign.
Alright, let's see. 12. Interesting. Makes sense. 14. Interesting. Makes sense.
Thought you were going to go interesting. Doesn't make sense.
16. I don't know how I'll do that. 18. Funnily enough, half the time when you guys do this, I already have something like that already in there, so I'm like, I don't even have to, like, doesn't help me. Alright.
One last comment on like campaigns.
Yes.
The Clone Wars campaign or the Purge campaign,
Yes.
where we were building the rebellion, that was cool, except the fact that I kept getting destroyed every time.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
But,
Fair enough, fair enough.
We got 4 light.
4 light to 3.
Alright. You guys are with the Rebel fleet.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Rebel or New Republic?
Or New Republic, sorry.
Okay. Very.
There's actually New Rebels now.
Yeah,
It's complicated. New Republic's the Empire now, actually.
So Ira just doesn't like them either.
No.
Isn't he
He's-
mostly dead somewhere?
No.
Is he still alive?
I thought
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh
like a
my
second
god, I
He
gotta...
got really hurt at some point. That's why I said mostly.
Yeah, because she blew him up at that Hutt's palace.
Who did I blow up?
Saw Gerrera, and then he became that
I don't
cyborg.
feel bad about that at all.
Well, we've encountered him since he became a cyborg, though, on that escort mission that was
Right.
for slavers.
God.
It's ridiculous. He cut off my arm. Or no, my. He either cut off my arm or my leg or both.
Saw it?
One of them.
I
Yeah,
think he
Yeah,
damaged us.
he.
Just
Yes,
her.
yeah, me.
Anyway, yeah, Actually, no. I'm gonna change it up.
Sorry.
You guys are at an Emporium station, at a cantina, just relaxing, and this like weird looking hover, like this little hover droid comes in. It has like these little data pads on it, and it hovers in, and it like speaks to you, and it's like, "Are you a Hutt handler?" And it's like it's like identify. It's like, okay.
Which characters are we playing?
Orson. I don't have a
I
choice.
have-
Well, that's up to you and you.
Okay, well I'm playing Blue, so
I think that's your only one up. Your only real option.
I could play Zimzos, but I don't think you fit into this one.
Not really.
What about you, Anya?
Tara.
What are you playing? Your Switch?
Nothing. I totally didn't just get a new game.
What are you playing?
A new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Priorities.
Anyway.
It's okay.
So the droid hands you guys a data pad, and you read it, and it's like, dear representatives of Shadow's Wrath, you are hereby invited to a meeting on Fulminatrix Station.
Fuck yeah.
Attendance is optional, but come quickly.
Guys, let's
Slash
just not
mandatory.
even go.
Optional slash.
It's mandatory now.
It's
Fuck you.
We'll go. Might as well.
And then it goes, and who do I talk to for the representatives of Red Harvest? And it's like, it's asking you guys.
I don't remember who's part of Red Harvest. Wasn't it Alex? No.
Alex is not a Red Harvest.
Didn't he join Red Harvest on like the lower levels?
No, he hacked in the farming.
Can someone
guild.
remind me what Red Harvest is again? Like which group was
The
it?
organ harvesting.
No, that's
No,
Blood
no.
Moon.
That's
Oh.
Blood Moon. Red Harvest is one of the criminal.
Yeah, they
organizations
do.
that people in our.
They just do like smuggling and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Because I was thinking that they were the organ too.
Nope.
Okay, then I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's David, but
No, I don't remember.
Fine,
Okay.
I'll identify as Red Harvest since.
Okay, yeah, I am as well.
God damn it. David.
Analyze. It's like confirmed data pad, and it just floats off. And it's like, and it's the exact same thing, but it just says, "Dear representatives of Red Harvest, we hereby invite you to." Yeah.
Alright, well I am uncomfortable now.
So you wanna? There you go, you guys. You're Red Harvest.
So fuck you guys.
Yeah, we are
Done
the only
anything
members.
wrong?
Wait, so are you a part of Shadow and Red Harvest?
Yeah, we joined it when we formed it.
So you guys are kind of Red Harvest like subgroup.
You guys
Alright,
never
fine.
dropped out.
I thought it was more like we had Red Harvest and then you guys formed Shadow's Wrath and I guess we'll just join that as well.
A little column A, column B. All right. Well, you guys take your ship, which is Alex's. And-
Why don't we take mine?
oh yeah, I keep forgetting you have your own
Let's
ship.
take Alex's.
Yes.
No.
You-
I really don't.
Let's
I-
take Alex's, and then we just blow it up.
Alright.
No, it's with him.
Damn
Let's
it.
vote on it.
Ani, what's the name of your ship?
Oh, I don't remember what I called it. Alex's ship. That's the name of her ship. So we tell Alex we blew up Alex's ship, and then he gets really confused. And then Anya's just pissed because we actually blew up her ship.
I do not remember what I called it. That's unfortunate.
What do you want to name it then? It's the same like a Millennium Falcon, so it's a YT
I
1300.
know. That's why I'm like,
Name it Whitey.
No.
I kind of want to go something to go with Omen and Shadow.
Ooh, I like the Omen.
We already had the Omen.
Oh, fuck.
You guys gave that. He had to give it up to the Phantom Cartel for his wife.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Omen 2? Electric Boogaloo?
Return of the Omen.
Cryptum Oracle.
I like the
Oracle?
Oracle.
Alright. Alright. Awesome! So you guys head there. And If you want to just do a medium astrogation.
This is not me, guys. Oh no, Alex is in here.
Oh, boy.
Alright, everybody actually look at your astrogation.
Uh-oh. You guys need a guy who can slice.
I have 2 intellect and no rank, so I really should not do
I have
it.
3 intellect. 1 success.
Alright, nobody
All
else
right,
doing...
you guys make it to to the fulminatrix station,
Ooh.
which is. Oh, I guess I could have just. Go back. Or also speaking of campaigns, Old Republic but with Jedi instead of Sith.
That'd be fun.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
I feel like Sith would be more fun.
Well, hell yeah, it'd be more fun. I'd make that shit fun. So basically, you guys are like fulminatrix station is somewhere in here.
Okay.
So it's pretty far out there. Which also at the same time, it's by Arcanus
Mm-hmm.
sector, which is where the New Republic capital is right now.
Ah,
So-
convenient.
Yeah. So you guys land. Oh, let's check it. Excuse me. All right.
Might Gonford be with us?
No.
What? Why not?
Why would he be?
So I could steal stuff with him?
No, just bring away your portable alcohol fridge.
Well, yeah, because if he's disguised. I'd give people sips of the free samples.
Other free samples. Okay. Speaking of free samples, I need to use the bathroom.
That has nothing to do
Quick.
with free samples.
I know. That sounds weird.
Just a little
I
bit.
don't know.
It's like, what are you keeping your
I guess
ass
you should
in,
probably
Kristen?
think of a plot to get out of this alive.
So,
I mean,
I'm gonna look up.
we'll be fine. We're just going as representatives amongst other groups. So.
I just hope Phantom Cartel isn't here.
I have a rocket launcher.
That they will be.
Just so we're aware, I have a rocket launcher, and it's badass. I also have brain bombs, so
Oh yeah.
those might come in
You
handy.
install them?
Huh? Not in me,
Okay.
but they're available to be installed in somebody. I'm assuming it's gonna take like a hard stealth and also probably a hard.
Would a bomb in someone's head
Medicine?
stealthily?
Yeah, it would probably be medicine.
I mean, what was it?
I feel like we should just grab them and throw them like grenades.
Say to hit somebody with the neurotoxin, it's like an athletics check, so I'm not really sure what a brain bomb would be.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I kind of just want to throw the brains on.
Let's start out like a really big person, so it like hits them and it just like explodes whatever body parts it lands on. That'd actually be kind of interesting. Like a big balloon.
Throw it in someone's mouth.
Or that.
That could kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
I also
dope.
have, I have paralytics and shit too, so like. Okay, there.
This is not the one that I have.
Does somebody have a pencil? I forgot to
Yeah.
ask my
I
ex
have-
from
Here you
last
go.
time. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I have an extra one, so.
I'll probably use that. If it's okay.
Mhm.
Just gonna up all my shit here. Thank you.
I don't know why, but at one point in my life, I just stopped liking the barbecue Lay's chips, and then at some point, I started liking them again. It's really weird.
I'm kind of picky when it comes to barbecue chips because there are certain flavors that taste way too sweet to me, and like almost cinnamony. Speaking of which, has anybody tried that cinnamon Coke yet? It's disgusting. Don't try it.
Cinnamon Coke? What?
Mm-hmm.
That's my thought of.
It's actually disgusting.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, Nate.
So, as for a plan for us surviving this,
Sacrifice David's character.
gosh,
I'm totally kidding.
should we say our two groups are allied, or do we want to keep them separate?
By 2 groups, you mean the Hutt handlers and the whatever.
Shadows
Shadows
Wrath, Red Harvest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why not?
Because like,
It probably couldn't hurt anything.
well,
Like
on the
we're
one
both
hand,
we're already gonna like be pinned against everybody else.
Basically.
on the one hand, it probably would help to show that we have a stronger force. On the other hand, Shadow's Wrath really Finn Cartel really hates David. So
Yeah, but they know we're all Hutt handlers.
Yeah.
True.
So they already know we're associated.
Really hate
you did start a lot of shit.
me. That was before I started not being a dick. That's
Fucking calls him a
if
pathetic
you
wimp to his
anything,
face.
his head.
Oh,
It would have been funny if you did that. Like,
man. The warlord just cuts off his head and gives it to you. That would
Wait.
have been a twist.
You called the warlord?
No,
No,
we
no.
were at a dinner with the warlord and the leaders of other criminal groups, and David was like, "Give me the leader of Finky's cartel's head."
he offered me anything, and that's what I said.
Also, another campaign thing that I just thought of. Do you guys like it when I make new planets?
I didn't. Yeah, I have no opinion really.
I think it would be interesting to have new planets, but more sparingly than common.
Because the Resistance one does have a couple new planets in there. In fact, one of them is your starting planet. Alright, anyway, so you get there, and oh boy, is this place packed with
Woo.
underworld scum.
Oh yeah.
This place, oh my god, you're gonna need to like wash off after this. It is nasty with all that scum.
Stop saying scum like that.
Scum.
Stop it.
You know what? I'm gonna make a brand new criminal group called Scum.
I
It's
will
gonna,
100% head it. Like, I'll do it.
well, it's gonna be led by those 3 Trandoshans.
Fuck, I'll blow them all.
The resistance
You just
campaign.
kill them and take it over.
Like completely
Yes,
incompetent.
Society for Criminals Under Management? I don't know. Society or Secret Criminals Under Monkeys, and it's all led by Quacky Monkey Lizards.
I'm there. Like, that's
Oh.
As long as it's the most either like the most brilliant or the most incompetent, it would be.
The leader's the ape lizard.
Anyway, so you're there. What would you like to do?
Can I use this for everyone?
So, is it everyone just mingling before like the big meetup?
Yeah, this is before the meetup.
Okay. I guess we should just like appreciate the room and see what everyone's opinions on us are.
Let's not do that.
Well,
Let's
we should
see
know what
who's
we're
here.
getting into
Do we know who's
before we
here?
get
Yeah, if you want to make a medium perception check. Yeah, and you're just in like you're not in the actual meeting room, which is in the center of the station.
Oh shit, I forgot to open on my
2
phone.
success, 1 advantage. For perception.
One success, 3 advantage.
One failure.
David.
David doesn't recognize anybody.
Like, oh shit, this is cool.
What a neat place.
David's focused on.
We're the only ones
One
here.
success, 2
You
advantage.
can see people.
Well, for starters, you guys see a ship belonging to the Hutts.
Like the new Hutt Council.
There's ones for.
Oh shit, Torvis.
Probably not.
You'll find one. You'll see ships of the Pikes, Crimson Dawn, Zan Consortium, and Black Sun.
Ooh.
Are these like their entire existences at this point, or?
You don't know that.
Is Phantom Cartel here?
Not from what you can tell yet.
But most of these like criminal organizations are like decimated.
Yeah.
Well, then again, you're only in one hangar. There's multiple hangars, so they could have landed
Yeah,
there. But yeah, you can see that a lot of the mercenary, like all the guards here, a lot of them were made up of former Shadow Kings, which makes sense because
they were one of
the 5 syndicates formed the Shadow Kings. So yeah. Yeah, but the meeting is about to start. There's like an announcer saying, get to the place. So you guys also rule: no weapons allowed inside the meeting
What
room.
constitutes a weapon?
A weapon, any of your weapons, anything shooty or stabby or hitty or whatever.
So like
Does
the
my
brawl
shovel
things,
count?
like
No,
what
all
about
your
mine?
weapons have to be at
So I
the
can't wear any
concession
gloves?
stand.
Does my shovel count?
Yeah, no.
Hide my lightsaber. Because I rolled. Now, can I use lightsaber points or not? Because if I can,
Maybe
it's hidden.
maybe don't use a light side point because we've only got one.
No.
for that.
You could do a light side
No,
point.
I'm saying I meant
Okay.
for the roll. As in, I rolled. It's too light.
Oh, yeah. You hide it and
Because it also has that. It's a 2 setback to being detected.
yeah. So yeah, there's like a big like metal like
Glove detector?
detector
You
thing.
use
Yeah.
weapon detector?
For a weapon detector, yeah. So you go through it, and the thing kind of like does a little glitch, and they're like, "Oh darn thing's on the fritz again." And they're like, "All right, you go on through," and they, they're fixing it and all that stuff.
Could I roll something to sneak my blaster in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, can we just
I'm
roll
just
something
gonna-
to sneak one weapon in?
I'm just gonna leave my weapons.
I have a
Except, okay, everybody
brawler.
except Anya.
Anya ends up being the one getting killed.
Oh no.
Damn
I'll
it.
be really upset if Kara dies. Not gonna lie.
I'll throw you my shovel.
But like the shovel.
You know what?
end,
If I
so
can
she
use
can't
that as
really
a
catch
melee
it.
weapon, I'll be good.
Fair enough.
As long as I can stick my blaster.
The shovel has vicious 8. It's a super shovel. It has the force in it. Lightsaber shovel, Joel.
So what would
Okay,
you roll me
that's
to
kinda
sneak
funny.
the blaster in?
Cause it's gonna be their perception check versus your. I think it's
Stealth?
skullduggery, I believe it is. And that's gonna be, it's gonna be a hard one with 2 red and a purple.
This isn't looking good, guys.
Well, 4 success, 2 advantage, and a triumph.
Gosh.
Oh, 1 success, 1
Well,
threat.
hold on, cause I still have to roll for the other stuff to the
Okay.
check. So Nate, what'd you get?
4 success, 2 advantage, and a triumph.
And Haley, what'd you get?
1 success, 1 threat. Less obnoxious than Nate's roll.
Nate probably got it.
No sure.
Thanks for the confidence, David.
Well, first thing got 2 advantage and a triumph, and that cancels out. So you got 4 success. So yeah, you get 1 blaster in.
Okay.
And Haley,
There's no chance.
let's see, it's 1 success, 1 triumph,
1 success, 1 threat. Oh.
or 1 threat. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, if they roll the triumph. Ooh.
Okay, that's funny because I got 1 success, 1 advantage. That's canceled out. So
That's
it's
bullshit!
so.
I do
Roll
nothing.
again?
I mean, I can roll again, but it's not gonna be a good roll.
If it's like
Yeah,
it checks
I got
in,
2
like
threat.
roll again, like it's like, wait a second.
Well, nothing. They're like, oh, hold on,
Literally
go on through again. Hold on, I think the thing's weird. So why don't you roll again?
Okay.
Unless you want to out yourself with the blaster to avoid conflict.
1 advantage, 1 failure.
Gosh.
I got 1
Yeah,
triumph.
1 advantage, 1 failure.
So the failure and the triumph cancel out. You have 1 advantage, and they just say go on through.
What the
Woo!
How the fuck did that work?
My butt hurts from holding my gloves, I'm
fuck?
not gonna lie.
Did you want to shove
Ew.
Yeah.
Well, I
You're
couldn't
nice.
set my rocket launcher up there.
Anya, do
Let's
you want
be
to shovel?
realistic.
I'll wait, but I'll stay like right next to you.
Well, I didn't have to do a check to get the shovel through since
So you
it's
might
a
as
shovel.
well take it. He's
Yeah.
literally just carrying around a shovel.
It's just a shovel.
Everyone's really.
Do you want the
Where?
shovel?
He thought
I will
this was a
take it
different
when we're
kind of
in.
party.
Yeah, so how it works is you guys are like on these like long like tunnels and like so
Mhm.
spaces around you. So it's like like a donut shape, and then it's like it connects into like the center room.
Yeah,
And
I'll
that-
take it when we're in. That way, no one's really suspicious.
That whole room is probably like from wall
Why
to
you pass
wall,
around shovels?
and it's round, and then there's a table in the middle. And so sitting at the table is the 5 syndicates. Well, the Hutts are kind of just in a corner because they can't really sit. So there is the Hutt Council. You see Torvis there, and he's like, "Hi guys."
That's actually not why he's here.
Column A, column B.
He was told to come.
Yeah. Next to him is Tiberzan, and then it's Kira for Crimson Dawn, and then Pompok, leader of the Pikes, and he doesn't look too thrilled to see you guys. And the survivors of Black Sun, which are just 3 Black Sun Vigos.
God.
Just 3 Black Sun people survived.
They're not doing too
No,
bad.
that's the leader, because there's like
Okay.
the leader and then like the 9 mini like lieutenants.
They've had it rough for.
Oh yeah, they got the worst of it. So it's a Celestin, a
Didn't they used to
a Vermpine,
Ooh, they're
need insects?
and the last one, if someone wants to make a medium xenology.
Nope.
My intellect.
This is
Nothing.
Okay.
I rolled again. 1 advantage, 1 failure. So.
Okay. You don't recognize it, but I'll just tell you anyway. It's a Heptuinian from Last Jedi. One of these guys.
Ew.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Looks like a horror movie.
What does it look like?
A horror movie
But
villain?
his sweet haircut.
No, it looks
Bruh, nah, he
Yeah,
look
no,
kind of.
the haircut.
Looks like an incel.
he does. Like an emo incel.
He look greasy.
But he was the main character of that one short story.
Who the hell cares? And then also arriving is other people. Oh, also behind Kira is her bodyguard, a Balasor by the name of Mal Tessor, and he was a teenager during the Clone Wars who worked for the Separatists as an assassin, which you guys also freed him in that prison.
Oh boy.
Good job.
Woo.
Also coming in is, and you guys all recognize him just through Underworld stuff. You recognize Kanara, leader of the Night Sisters. Ferric Voss, leader of Death Watch. Sujuni, the Bardatan leader of the Frangral cult. And then you see coming in is Anter Malm, leader of the Phantom Cartel, with
Oh boy.
Terrace Marino and Jasper. I don't know why Jasper got an invitation, but he's there.
So Jasper's still a freelancer, right?
Yeah.
He's just tagging along.
Yes. And click clack.
What the fuck? How did I get off the planet?
Oh no, I need to hide.
No, wait. I want to see this.
No.
Yeah, you can't really hide in this
I
room.
know.
It's a
Long
circle.
awaited reunion.
Woo.
Also with him is Sukar, which is his
Aw.
force sensitive Dianoga.
God.
That's awesome.
So everyone's like, all right, let's begin.
What we doing?
And so there's like in the center of the table, there's like no, off to the side, there's like this little astromech that's like typing out stuff on its little,
His little pictures.
yeah, like little pinchers. To take notes, it's the note taker and all that.
That's cute.
He's the secretary.
Yeah. So, as you guys know, we have been beaten back horrifically. And we have been defeated time and time again by the New Republic. And he kind of like side-eyes you guys a little bit.
Fair.
Please.
Understand.
And Torbis. And Torbis like, yeah, we got him. And everyone just looks at him and then they look back. And so like, all right, what are we gonna do? We're gonna band together again. We're gonna go our separate ways, hide into deep space. Someone's like, what about the unknown regions? What if we just hide out there?
That
I mean, that's an option, but like, what the hell are you gonna do out there?
Survive. And someone's like, we don't even have coordinates to go to. There's no destination. We'd be destroyed.
Says who?
Our navigational charts aren't good. Also, it's the unknown regions.
fine.
We don't know what's in there. And someone's like, didn't like the Empire retreat
Oh,
up there?
Imperials out there.
You could find
Okay,
the Empire
well-
out there.
That's an option. No, we're not doing that.
I mean, then I guess your only choice is to like band up against the New Republic.
Yeah, but the forces left aren't strong enough to withstand the New Republic.
Well, it sounds like it's best for you all to just go into hiding then. Just like call it a day.
You do realize that after this is over, we're gonna have to go north, right?
I mean, I am already enough to go into hiding. The New Republic wants to kill me.
The New Republic probably wants to kill all of us.
I don't see any problem with hiding.
They don't want to kill Torbis.
Okay. Torbis is fine. The rest of the
I was
people
not
in
referring
this
Yeah,
to
the rest of them are pretty iffy.
Right. and so yeah, everyone kind of starts arguing a lot, and Click Clack's like, what if we band together, we just ravage the galaxy and we kill them all?
Okay, that was super specific.
Someone has a plan.
What plan of what? Just kill as many randoms as we can?
Didn't you already lose
Sounds
your
like the
incinerator?
quickest way to get it blown up.
Huh?
by a-
Didn't you already lose your incinerator?
And that brings like a few like chuckles to the table, and he's just like, he like has his hand on his like on his pike, and he's like, you watch it.
You watch it, punk.
Great reference. And Torbis is like, what if we just surrender? And everyone's like, no! Half of us here are going to be life in prison, the other half is going to be
Okay,
executed.
Torbis is like, no, I'll speak up for you guys. It's fine.
Torvis,
No.
you are
Torvis,
embarrassing me.
Please. Please.
Hey, you guys aren't sitting next to
And
me.
one of the Black Sun Vigos, the Celestin, is like, why don't we take that hut out the airlock?
Because he's part of the Hutt Council, and do you really think infighting is what we need right now?
I don't know, maybe it is. Survival of the strongest.
I'm sorry, you're with the Black Sun,
Yeah,
right?
but we fight.
Y'all just start gigging up on Black Sun. Whoa, you got it.
But okay, if we fight now, though, if you want to stand up against the New Republic, there won't be anything left.
And then Ferric Voss, leader of Death Watch, is like, okay, well, speaking of New Republic, what about you guys?
What
It's kind of an
about
open secret that you guys work for them.
We were literally like bound and gagged to force with them, like work for them. What do you want?
Would you really even consider that a secret? We kind of formed our groups while advertising that we were unofficially working for the
That we
Republic.
literally never said we were not working for the New Republic.
I hate them. But I can't leave.
Clickback's
at
like,
this
who
point.
the fuck?
Yeah, he probably
And Clickback's
knows me
like,
at
what,
this
what,
point.
what, move. And he's like,
Hi.
you're alive?
They did not turn on me, apparently.
What?
I don't know.
And
I was
then,
off on that one time, and then they turned on you, and I didn't know what happened.
and everyone's just like yelling and screaming at each other and whatnot. At this point, everyone's just like, yeah. It's pretty bad.
So basically, there's just, no one wants to work together
No.
because
Of course
like,
they don't.
what's the
Because
point of
everyone
being
would
here?
want to control it, but like everyone would probably want to band together, but they'd all also want to be in control.
Yeah, but they still
And
don't.
no one wants to cede power.
And the astromech is, yeah.
He's typing away like.
Yeah, he's like typing away lots of quickly. And also, incoming ship.
Wait. Incoming ship. Did you just say incoming ship?
Yes.
What ship?
Unidentified.
It's just fucking weak.
The warlord wouldn't necessarily need to
Okay, good point.
New Republic would.
What if it is loot?
That would be the
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, there's a group of loot followers here as well.
Ooh.
They're screaming, yelling like, "We should free Loot!" And they're like, and everyone's like, "We don't know where he is!" And also, no. And then they're like, "All right, the ship's landed." And they're like, "Well, go see who it is." And
Don't you guys have security monitors for that hangar?
not in here.
That's fair.
This is a meeting room.
Okay, sure.
And out of nowhere, just teleporting in the middle of the room, on top of the table, is the warlord.
He's not a home dog.
And he's like, "So, let's quell this issue right now, shall we?" And
Okay.
he snaps his fingers and all the doors close and lock at the same time. And he's like,
Uh-oh.
"Let's talk nicely, shall we?
Okay.
First off, let's go to our friend Kleeklack, the warlord over here. First of all," and he grabs, he reaches over, grabs his helmet, yanks it off, and it's a human. It's like, you. So, this is an imposter. The real Kleeklack died years ago on Coruscant, like everyone knows.
Oh, we never
Thank
got brought back?
Huh?
He never got brought back to life.
No, that was all a big scam. All to like
Okay.
scare people. Click-Clack's been dead this whole time.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
So,
I got my eyes on him.
well, we don't know. I guess, chaos is over. Bam! And he slams his head down so hard. Just instant kill. And the dying Noga's like staring, And, the warlord pulls out like this little pyramid, it's very short. Not even it's not a Sith holocron, but it's like this weird little pyramid, and it opens up and it just kind of sucks the dying Noga in there and just closes, and he puts it back away. And he's like, "So who else? Can't work together. What's the plan here?" And then he pulls out his little pistol. And he's like, "Ah, we need a, oh." Let's have some relaxing music right now. Here we go. Little relaxing Star Wars The Old Republic Force music. So Shadow's Wrath, Red Harvest.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Welcome to the baptism. We're gonna confess our sins, and they're gonna be reformed. Maybe.
I don't think
We'll
you
see.
know what a baptism actually is, sir.
Are you talking out of character or in
No,
character?
I'm totally in character.
Alrighty then.
You're right, but I do know what a baptism is, and you're correct. But I think we should thin the herd because there's a lot of people in here.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, you're volunteering for death. He points his gun.
No, that was a question.
Ah! Should have stated.
Aren't numbers good?
Well, I don't care for any of you.
Dum-dums.
Okay, that's a point too.
He also said that he wants the New Republic to be in charge of the galaxy, so...
And we don't need a bunch of dum-dums being
But-
running the criminal.
I kind of forgot about that.
It sounds like you want to preserve the criminal underworld under your thumb.
That's true. Which, in that case, Answer, step forward. And Answer, looks very nervous, and he's like... and... gun right at his head, literally, right here. And he's he looks very nervous. And... click! And nothing happens. He's like, "You're free to go."
Oh god.
And Answer's looks like he's about to pass out, and he snaps his finger at Terrace and Jasper, and he's like, "Let's go." And the
Jasper's
warlord
just like,
opens
"Wait,
up a
hold on a
door
second."
for them, and they leave. All right, Phantom Cartel is to stay.
Why are you preserving them? Just
I like them. I like their spunk.
But they don't agree with your philosophy of letting the New Republic take control.
It's fun to have a little chaos once in a while. And he looks over at the Click-Clack imposter, right? Right.
True.
He just picks him up with the Force and pantomimes him going, "Right, sir."
Right. And his jaw's broken. He's like, right? Anyway. Who else is here? Crimson Dawn. Kira. What do we think? There are only a handful of them. All they have left is Jordan Voss's old ship.
Yeah, they're not really much of an actual criminal order. They're just
you can send them to join the Phantom Cartel.
Organize them under someone else.
And he snaps his fingers and he's like, "Kira can go." And then as she's leaving, he...
dang.
Psych! And the assassin is and her bodyguard's like... Do I? Oh, he's like, "Oh, yeah." Yeah, you can go. This is fun! Black Sun. Bam, bam, bam! He just...
That's the decision
alright.
he's made all day.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention that when he shoots, it blows them up. So, blood and guts. Boom.
Everywhere.
So not like the disruptor.
Not like the Disruptor Rifle in Mandalore. No, this is blood and guts. Boom, boom, boom.
Alright.
Have you already made up your mind on what you're going to
A
do?
little bit.
Alright.
Okay.
So, Black Sun has no leaders, and they're really nothing anymore. And Crimson Dawn is practically nothing. And he's like, And he's like, Franco Colt, bam! And they get blown up. And everyone's just like, what are we doing?
We're basically waiting until he doesn't kill us.
Which honestly is more, more productive than what was going on before. So
Yeah.
This is true. None of us are fighting. Mostly because everyone's scared.
Because no one has the power to do anything against
well, yeah,
him.
I mean, I'm not really scared because at this point I'm like,
Oh, also forgot. Sorry, King Molech of the Zagirian slave empire is here as well.
And now he's dead.
That is true. Actually, no.
aw.
dang it.
Also, he's like, oh, my visitor arrived. And the door opens up and Carno walks in.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
So, do any of the huts need to be taken out?
Who are the ones that we put on the Hutt Council?
It is Torbis, Zamu, Gorga, Blartho, and Borga.
Which one's the Sith tattooed Hutt?
Blartho.
I feel like he might consider himself a rival to the Warlord because he enjoys Sith powers.
Mm.
Depends on what the warlord would think of him, though. If the warlord even thinks of him as a threat.
Well, the Warlord doesn't have to think of him as a threat, but with
doesn't
the
fit.
Hutt being showy, he would just be an annoyance.
This is also true.
So the leaders of Black Sun, the Frangral Cult, Crimson Dawn, and Chaos are all dead. Holy moly.
So that's half the
Oh,
other.
and the world is like, oh, I should have invited Iceman.
Damn it! You should have.
Oh,
He's
well.
a good one.
He's like, oh well, I'll visit them later.
Ah, they're fine. I'll
Give them
live.
my regards.
Okay. And then you get a message from the Iceman. He's like, what the fuck did you do? Hoth is on fire.
That would be really hilarious. Not gonna lie.
It's down ocean world.
I can't swim.
Wampa is just like floating in the water.
Well, that was fun.
Woo.
I leave you all a great warning as I am now leaving the galaxy. Because I have better stuff to do now. Also, I'm going to go keep my eye on the Imperials on the unknown regions. Have a little fun with them.
Hope you enjoy yourself out there.
Oh, I very much will. I have various old bases sprung up across the galaxy. If you want to use them, you can. I'm not telling you the location. I'm not nice. But if you want to use them, you can. You won't get anything out of them. But I'd like to thank all of you for my little game. This has been fun. Also, everyone in here has a weapon. Love that. I did rat everyone out.
Sonya, here's the shovel.
Oh, almost everyone.
No, I go bumping now.
Do you want the stats for the shovel?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. It's a melee weapon, and it's 2 damage plus your strength.
So, David, are you ready for Carno?
It's engaged
Gosh,
range.
I have no idea.
Has a crit of 4.
Carno's not gonna be happy with me.
That's him.
Yeah, Carno's like been eyeing you like this entire time, and he just has like this pure
You
anger.
pissed him off. What'd you do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Gave him over to the warlord.
Didn't
And then
Didn't the warlord just randomly show up and you're like, you just like knocked him out and took him though? Or did you contact the warlord on the side?
The warlord.
no, the warlord was
there.
already there. He took Carno,
like-
and Carno escaped. And then Warlord's like, oh, you know what? Let's have a little fun with this. Fight them. Oh well. But yes, this has been fun, and you Hutt handlers have been wonderful. Honestly, kind of wanted a little bit more deaths with the Hutts. A little sad on that part. But you know what? You're doing your job. I understand. Too bad I don't care too much.
Good for us.
To be fair, like half the Hutts died in the final confrontation between all of them.
Overall, half the Hutts died at least.
You guys killed 4. One of them was left for dead when that Superstar Destroyer went down on Unibao. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them were all captured.
Whoa.
So you guys did pretty well. And one of them's on the Hutt Council now. So, yeah. Oh, before I forget, what should I do with that Farmers Guild?
Let them keep
Alex is gonna be
farming.
so sad that he missed this.
Just let them keep farming.
I don't know.
You don't like him?
I feel like they should be a little bit more, transparent, considering that I've seen multiple of their lower level people and higher level people embezzle stuff like that.
Alex is
fact-
gonna be super upset.
In fact, their leader, the Twi'lek, lots of embezzlement. In fact, New Republic's technically going to break their compound right now. And then he pulls up a thing, somehow he has like a body camera that he has access to, and lo and behold, they are like going through the place and whatnot.
Wait, so how would they be embezzling though if they're their own company?
No, it's like people just
Tired bad people.
well that, and just because those people are just taking money from the company. So, yeah.
Which, not really a shock, considering if given the opportunity, a lot of people would probably do it.
I know. If
They
only
turned this honest farming group into something terrible.
and the
Never
warlord's like, if
It
only their
was.
leaders would just come out and just say something. But that Twi'lek's just a figurehead, and I guess we'll never know who leads them.
It's Alex's. Nate,
What?
do you do the Farmers Guild?
Partially.
Nate!
It's not the only one.
David!
Alright, that's
So-
Alex
interesting.
is pissed.
That's gonna be a
Do not put that in the group chat. He will never know.
I was not.
So we initially
That's
started
hilarious.
our group as the Farmers Guild, but then I was like, hey, let's turn that into an actual farming guild and make a different group. And so Farmers Guild is an honest farming group.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
but we hired criminals originally, so it kind of makes sense they embezzled
Well,
all
yeah.
the money.
Yeah.
We phased most of them out. So
Most of them.
Most, yeah.
What other group did you create? Red Harvest?
Red
Yeah.
Harvest,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, so basically Red Harvest and Shadow are like the same thing at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the warlord's like, oh, best reveal, wonderful. I've been waiting for a long time for that.
Well, to be fair, they're just a farming group. There's not really many criminal elements involved.
You can tell that to the New Republic when they
So
arrest them.
put a hold on that. What are they doing exactly to the group? Because
They're arresting them.
the entire group.
Most of them.
Why is that?
Are they gonna find out about that?
Because they're criminals. They're embezzling.
I mean, at least half of them are, and they've been actually providing good for the galaxy more than other groups.
Yeah, well, there's still a few bad eggs in there.
Well, we'll have to get rid
Doesn't
of
mean
all
you
the bad
arrest
eggs.
the entire group.
Well, I'm not saying every single person who works in Farmers Guild is arrested. I'm just saying a lot of those bigwigs, like the figurehead, has been arrested for embezzling and all that stuff. So,
Wait, how would she embezzle if she's the leader of the group?
Because CEOs can still embezzle. Like, they
Yeah.
could take money from the company and put it in their own pocket. That's
offshore
what-
accounts, all that stuff.
So we weren't keeping a good eye on Farmers Guild, it sounds like.
No, apparently not.
But must condemn a little bit. But we must thank the Farmers Guild for they have provided food to many people in the galaxy.
Also, you've provided us with many a ride.
You're right. That's true. We did which ones with them.
Yeah, oh,
And then Voss is like, wait, you guys are Farmers Guild? Because you guys sent food to Mandalore and their Death Watch. And he's like, huh. And King Molech is like, you guys attacked me.
what?
You guys sent your as Red Harvest sent your group to Zygeria.
Oh, we did! We did that so long ago, because they attacked, something.
Kowak. They attacked
Kowak.
your base on
Oh,
Kowak. And yeah.
Okay, well then you should probably say, well, you attacked our base on.
You attacked
Yeah,
Kowak.
that's retaliation.
That was my planet!
You didn't have anything there.
I have a whole me! A whole slaving operation! And he just starts yelling and yelling, and the warlord's like, well, it's been fun, guys. Since all of you have weapons, it's going to be a bloodbath. I'm going to come back in probably another 20 years or so, see how everything's going. You're probably all going to be dead or arrested. I totally saw that coming, kind of because I kind of made it that way. Anyway, have fun. Don't forget to tape your waiters. Fuck you. Bye. And he just disappears, and everyone just pulls out their guns immediately. And now it's like a Mexican standoff.
Are the doors open?
No.
All
How do we
right.
get the doors open?
Probably by killing people.
How do
That's
all
not a
killing
good
people
start.
open up the doors?
The warlord.
The warlord.
He's probably not fully gone. He's probably gonna watch the bloodbath.
There's gotta be another way to open the doors, though.
A lightsaber.
David, feel free to whip it out and
If you break that lightsaber, I'm gonna laugh.
on a door.
Again.
All right, so if everyone wants to roll for initiative.
So is it like gonna be like a list of like 40 people just like going one at a time?
Oh, this could take a while.
There's only 11 of you.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
That's all that's left.
Well, the other half's dead.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're there. A little bit over there.
A little bit up there.
Yeah,
there,
little.
there.
Yeah, little.
Success.
Okay, wait.
What is it?
Before that all gets started, how many are with the Hutts?
Everyone's on their own. But the Hutts are just
Torbus is
together.
our friend.
Torbus is our
Torbus has to make a decision.
Will Torbus even fight?
No.
Can
Can he?
I didn't bring the sheet, so.
Well, he's also a retired character now, so he'll probably fight for New Republic, but there's not really a New Republic presence here, so
Yeah.
he'll fight for Hutts then, but like indirect New Republic, so he'll be with the Hutts then. But he's gonna try his best to not go for you guys since you're friends.
Yeah, like, so can we team up with the Hutts since we've got an allegiance with
Well,
Torbus?
technically, we also made sure that they were the Hutt Council.
True.
There should be
So they
some
like
sort
us.
of, at least a mutual understanding of not killing each other.
Anyway, roll. We'll see what happens.
Also, Death Watch works for us, so.
Yeah, they kind of lost Mandalore. I don't think they're gonna agree to work for us anymore.
They did leave some time ago. Because they got chased out by,
Yeah, but we took them in when they got chased out.
No, we took them in when they were in control of Mandalore.
yeah, and then,
Like, when the fucking Rancor chased them out of Mandalore, we took them in because they got kicked off the planet. Tristan said that the only reason we could actually take them in when that happened was because they were weaker then.
I'll just, don't worry. I have it all planned out.
Alright, so
And
is
Chris
it
will
vigilance for the roll?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, cool, actually, because you guys are kind of expecting the fight.
4 advantage, 1 success.
What's my vigilance roll? I have 1 presence, okay?
You're not good with people.
I got 1 success, 4 advantage.
I got 2 success. I wonder how that can help me.
Ah, there's like no eraser on this.
I have quick draw.
Sorry, Anya, what was yours?
2 success, but I have quick draw.
Okay, meaning...
Doesn't that mean that I go first?
Top of the initiative slot.
Okay.
So if someone else has quick draw, she'd roll against them. But okay, so there's gonna be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
David, Nate, you guys both got the same thing. Who wants to go before the other end?
I'll go first. I have a lightsaber. Might as well try to get 1 attack in before I die.
I do want to move into cover as well.
Good luck.
Yeah, there's no
Isn't there a table we can duck behind chairs and stuff?
There are Hutts.
Torbus!
Oh,
That's
no.
useful. Good. So there's our enemies are with Carno, Tiberzon,
Pompok,
Pompak.
Kanar, the Night Sister, King Molech, and Karno. No, I said Kanara, the Night Sister.
I thought Karna was at the beginning of.
I said Carnell before.
Oh, okay.
Because I was trying to list out who I remember was there.
Hutt's had a bad roll. Oh shit, I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Excellent. Everyone's here. Oh, time for a bloodbath. Yay! I could have done a mass combat, but yeah, where's the fun in that? Okay, time to make some people hurt.
Really wish I could have my other weapons.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, I fucking forgot. All this time, I have a fucking tail.
Built-in
weapon.
Oh yeah, I think you need to make a little post-it note.
Like on your sheet.
Yes, I'm doing that. It's going to be in pen.
All right. So, Anya, you're up first. Who would you like to target?
Who's the closest one to me?
Well, everyone's the same distance, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Which one do you not like?
I don't remember who they all are, but
You have Tiberzan, Pompok, Carno,
Are there any
King
pikes?
Mulek, Kanara, Voss, and the Hutts.
You said Pikes?
yeah,
Pompop?
Pompok is the leader of the Pikes.
I'm going after him then.
All right.
Oh, good. How far does that go?
It's
Melee?
short
Melee
range.
I don't have a blaster. I have a melee weapon.
Well, you can move into it.
So
Yeah.
and then it'd be
You would
two-
maneuver.
Maneuver
First.
into.
2 purple die would be the difficulty.
Yeah, maneuver into.
So just like
Engage.
jump on the table and
Yeah.
hit him.
And then your action would be beating the crap out of them.
Mm-hmm.
With the tail.
Or the shovel.
With the
Or
shovel.
the shovel, yeah. While holding it in your tail. Would that count? No.
No.
You might be able to. You might be dual wield weapons. I don't know if a tail can be dual wield.
Triple wield.
That'd be
Okay.
insane.
6 damage plus I crit.
Okay. Crit, 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 crit.
80. Hold on. Okay, so that's 90.
How?
With a shovel?
So, I have lethal blow, but I got 70 and then another 10. So,
Well, that'd be 80.
no, because I have lethal blow. So
What's the other 10 from?
No, you got 70. What lethal blow do you have? Do you have lethal blow 2? 1, so that's only 10.
No,
You were.
the crit, the one, D100,
Yeah,
To
so,
get
so. Sorry, hold on.
whatever.
You rolled a 70, correct?
8. We'll go 8.
No, I'm just curious
The
because.
ones place was in the 10. Because it goes 1 through 0, and the 0 means it's 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
I was confused because you have lethal blows 1, which gives 10. You rolled a 70, so that's 80, but you said 90, and that.
Yeah, this one's a 70.
Okay.
This, I was adding them up out loud.
Okay. That confused me. Sorry.
Yeah, no. It's 90.
So 90. All right. So with your shovel, you smack him across the face, and you literally slice off an arm, and he's like, yeah, he's down. Tiberzan is up. And he has that beautiful blaster of his.
Oh gosh. Well, he's out of the fight, probably. Yeah.
I don't know if I killed him, but you're probably close to death.
This is gonna be a mess.
Oh no shit.
Who's he shooting?
I will tell you in just a second.
After he's already killed him.
Because David's asking all these questions, I guess it's you.
God.
No, I'm kidding.
We're severely outnumbered.
Maybe.
Even more so if you count us not on a team.
Because, you know, the Hutts. They may not.
Go
after us, but
or
they
are you
may.
saying you're gonna try to kill me?
I'm just saying, like, if one of you gets wounded, like, I'm not gonna, like, not consider finishing you off.
Damn.
That's fair.
Why?
Hell, I'll do it for you.
I mean, like,
Honestly,
That is
I would 100% just straight out go for somebody if one of Zach's characters were here, but unfortunately they're not.
you wanted to kill one of Zach's characters?
Everyone
I
wants.
wanna
Honestly,
kill
any
Gaul.
of them, yes.
Why?
Are
Because they betrayed each and every one of us. At least
mean-
once.
Gaul did. What did Pepsi do?
Alex's character,
Oh, yeah,
Sex.
that's-
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Maybe not E, but
No,
definitely
he's
Gaul.
the. Is that E?
I have a feeling E may have done something,
I feel
but I
like
don't know.
E is getting ready to do something.
There's so many like things that have happened to keep
I
track
know.
of. So many like stabbing in the back. So
Within our own group, which is a little insane.
well, we're criminals. Like it kind of makes
Most
sense.
of
It
us.
makes sense. Not
The
impressive.
fact that Gaul did that is a tiny bit shocking because
Well,
he's
he
a
was a
Republican.
New Republican.
But he also like he
Against
meant the
Human
group. We're terrible people.
Yeah, he was also mostly targeting criminals right then.
Yeah.
So
Oh, God. There we go. Okay. Eh.
Did I have to take off my armor?
No.
Okay, cool.
Fucking love this score.
I'm back down.
All right. So he's shooting Tiberzan with his special gun that shoots like a big spray. And he's aiming at the huts, which are right next to him.
That makes sense.
He
He really didn't like the Hutts.
So 14 damage to them each. With blast 4,
God.
because that's that spread.
Oh my god.
And he critted, because it's vicious.
Is the Hut Council gone?
No.
Guys, let's kill him so I can have his gun.
But they are very hurt now.
they are very hurt. Oh, I'm hurt. I am very much hurt.
Haley, you're up.
Fuck. Alright.
You're gonna go for him and get his gun?
I am kind of scared to go up against him, to be honest. But
It might be able to go up to someone who hasn't gone, so that we
they
can.
Like the
don't
Hutts.
know. No, I'm
Don't
gonna go
attack the
after
Hutts.
the Zygerian war criminal, whatever
That's fair.
it is. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna just straight up run up and punch him though,
Okay.
because that's the only weapon that
I thought you snuck him in.
I have.
She did. Her
Not
shock
my
blows.
gloves.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're okay.
I mean, you can stun him enough to knock him out.
So 8 damage.
8 damage. Yeah, you just run up to him and just. He's like, who? Boom!
I mean, that's
Pike would have went. So, David, you're up.
Okay. Is the Zygerian still up?
Yes.
I would hope so. It's
Oh.
only 8 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him. How did I not get a success? I just got advantages.
I hate that.
Can you crit?
I got a crit. I got a
Yeah, I can crit. I'm gonna crit on him.
Hell yeah. Kill them all.
Oh, I can crit and then add 10. So
Kill them all. 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 Kill them all.
You're scaring me.
Good.
12.
You cannot perform a free maneuver next turn.
He can't or I?
You.
Really?
Why?
Oh no, I'm sorry, he does. I'm done. Fuck you, David.
That's the worst crit ever. I crit and it hurts me.
Alright, so yeah, you jump up, you hit it. What's the damage? Oh no, you only got advantage.
Yeah,
Never mind.
because if I got damage, it does 10 damage.
You jump up on the table and you like use the force and you slam him back against the wall. So yeah, you're up on the table right now. Also, what color is your lightsaber blade?
Yellow.
Yellow? Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna go red.
He's trying to be good.
Right.
It's orange going back from
It's-
red.
It's actually fluctuating.
Carno jumps up onto the table and he draws his lightsaber.
Uh-oh.
Hey, wait, Tristan.
What?
Is Carmen going now, or what But I go next since I got the same roll as David.
Carno goes next.
Okay.
I think he wants to kill me.
What?
You
No.
can get him.
And he's like, Orson, you have brought me pain and annoyance and madness like none other.
Man, you really pissed off your own character, huh?
I did.
Oh yeah.
I've had to deal with insufferable Jedi. He starts talking about his whole time with the rebels and how no one wanted to go far enough and no one could understand him. And he's just, man, he's like, but you know what? That changes today. And it starts with you.
Bye, David.
There's no need to fight.
He laughs at that.
Dude, quit charming.
David, you get, on the first crit, you get +2 strain per action.
Oh god. Damage? Any damage?
Hold on. Because he got 2 triumphs. So the other one, so it just goes up 10. Your arm is impaired until healed or replaced. +2 to all checks using that arm.
Which arm?
Left.
Okay, so I can still use my lightsaber.
I changed my knife. No, I'm kidding. It's
What?
9 damage.
9 damage.
Yes.
And it's a lightsaber, so it goes straight through.
Alright. Nate, you're up.
Hey, what does Pierce do again?
It goes through armor.
Okay. Who are all the people still standing that we can target?
Everyone.
Like, what groups? Like, there's
There's Tiberzon, there's Carno, there's King Molech, there's Kanara the Night Sister, Voss, the Death Watch leader, and the Hutts.
Okay.
Or one of these 3 if you so choose.
You
I
can
dare
easily
you.
kill
I
me.
fucking
Like,
dare
You still have 1 character, you can do it now. Do
I
it.
dare you, Nate.
Who's the one that was shooting at the Hutts?
Tiberzon.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh god.
Is it because he shot at Torbis?
Yes.
I didn't
Alright.
know that you got
Dibs
you.
on his gun.
Alright, so I got 15 damage,
Okay,
and I got a triumph and 2 advantage,
very well.
and it has Pierce too.
Fuck.
Okay, and if you want to roll to crit, you can do so.
Okay.
If you want.
And then, so if it's a triumph and advantages, would that just, what does the advantages do?
What's the crit rating of your weapon?
Crit rating's 3, so I didn't get a crit with advantages, but a
No.
triumph. is an
You
automatic
can
crit,
get
so-
a free maneuver in, or you can get boost die to your next attack.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Alright, so for the crit, I got an 80.
Nice.
He's unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, you just go up to him, bam, and then you like pistol whip him like inside the head, and he's just knocked out.
Hey, can I use the move thing, like from one of my advantages, to throw the gun to him?
That would be terrific. You could probably grab the gun at least.
Well, you said I was right next to him and shot him, so.
I'm debating on whether that's a maneuver or an action.
Well, you could grab the gun, like just move to like grab the gun and then just hold it. Probably. And walk it over to me. That's moving. Not so much.
You're stretching it.
I would really like to have this gun.
Stretching. I'll just say you grabbed it for now.
Okay.
All right, the King Molech is up, and he's not too happy with you because you punched him.
That's fair.
That was very rude of you.
You punched me.
We're
Oh, what
literally
the
in a
hell?
Mexican standoff fight, but alright.
Yeah.
It's past the standoff point, though.
That's true. No, we're actually fighting.
You just sucker punched him, you just take a step back. What the hell?
What the hell, man? So is he going for me? Is that oh fuck?
11 damage, and he blinded you.
Wait, do not.
Yes!
Wait, was that a crit?
Yeah.
Reduce it by 10. I have durable.
Oh. 1 limb is impaired.
Fuck.
So right arm.
Alright.
So +2 to all checks using limb.
Okay. And you said 11 damage, so I take 6.
Okay. Kanara, the Night Sister's going up. She's gonna attack Carno.
Yes.
Poor brave soul.
Cardinal just turns.
Holy shit. Okay.
Cardinal dead?
Well, she triumphed on him.
Oh god.
You're gonna go try to make
Hey,
friends
she
with
can
his
have a
sister.
lucky roll like I did.
I might
So-
cry.
hey, that shit can happen.
I'm actually okay now.
Okay.
I'm good, thank you. And
Okay.
I slept for good.
Yeah.
So, what happened was...
Oh no.
That's impressive.
She did, didn't she?
So, she did not kill him. But, what happened was, so he's standing there, you know, whooping your ass. She jumps up on the table with her Night Sister blade and slices his arm off.
God.
The one with the lightsaber in it, and so it drops. But with, she got 3 threat, and he force pushes her against the wall, hurting her. Voss is up now. And he pulls out a Mandalorian blade. And he's going for the king. And it's a crit. And King Molech is decapitated.
Oh fuck.
Jetpacks and right into him. So rest in peace, King Molech. We hardly cared. Alright, so... Anya, Hutt's are not next.
No.
So who all of the Hutt councils here? All of them?
Yeah.
Do they all get a turn, or is it just...
No, it's gonna be a mass combat, but they don't really have any beef with anyone else.
Timer's on, just shot them.
Yeah, they're gonna take him, and they're like, we're gonna go.
Didn't I just kill him?
No, he knocked him unconscious. So, Blartho just picks him up with one hand, and he's like, we're taking him, and they leave.
Safe travels.
Wait, we can leave?
Oh no, I guess
Doors
not.
are open now.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Doors open now. There's a New Republic fleet attacking the station now.
Oh, good.
So everyone's hightailing it now.
Yeah.
Like, wait, oh fuck.
Carno is left by himself, missing an arm.
That's kind of sad, actually.
We need to steal his lightsaber.
Why should just be on the table screaming and waving his stuff?
Hey Nate, can I have that gun now?
Yeah, he
What Cardinal would be doing
Yeah, we should
that?
probably go.
Yeah.
They don't need to see us here. That would be bad.
Be a little
Cardinal,
awkward.
seek a path of redemption.
Eat it!
Carno just uses the force to choke you.
In fact, he just like starts sprinting after you.
Roll an agility check.
I'm running
Yeah, if everyone
away.
wants to make a hard athletics check, 1 red die, please.
Oh god.
Yes.
Would it be coordination instead?
Y'all just left the
Oh my
pike
god.
leader.
What?
The pike leader was unconscious.
You know what?
My heart and soul to you, David.
Okay, what was the difficulty? How many?
Hard with 1 red.
Okay, so 3 purple, 1 red?
No.
Or 2 purple, 1 red?
2 purple, 1
2
red.
purple, 1 red.
Alright.
Rip Orson.
I got 3 advantages.
Ah, you're fine.
1
Okay.
triumph, 3 success.
You're good. So,
1 success, 3 damage.
Did
David sadly trips and falls. And Carno with the Force pounces on top of him. He has like his knee on his chest, and he has his lightsaber in the other hand, and he's gonna do it.
I'm gonna sucker punch him.
Okay.
Alright.
Just 1 second.
Okay.
Wait,
8 damage, and I triumph, so I crit him.
Do it.
also, what is our positioning? Are we all in front of them? Like when we're running, what's our
63.
positioning?
Huh?
63
There's
for a
60.
crit.
Oh,
Back. No. Back. Where'd it fucking go? There it is.
Plus 3.
63. He gets 2 strain per action, so now that's 4 strain per action. But you just wham, and he falls backwards. You help David up. You guys hightail it to your ship, and you get the hell out of there.
You fucking own me.
Where would astrogation check? Where would you guys like to go, real quick?
Literally anywhere.
Someplace with medical things?
Arcanus is nearby. Capital of the New Republic.
Might as well.
I mean,
Why
we
would we-
literally have nothing else to lose.
Hey, before we do that, did the Death Watch get out of there?
Huh?
Did Death Watch get out of there?
You don't know. It was chaotic.
Can I contact them to make sure they get out since they're still our allies?
Question.
Alex won't be happy with that.
Alex doesn't know.
Alex is already gonna be pissed at them when he finds out that
Hey,
the
Farmer's Guild is legitimate.
Doesn't mean Alex is gonna be pissed at you.
He thought they were a criminal group. They were not. We
They
made
No,
sure.
they
turned
were from the
into
start.
it.
Yeah, but then we made them into a legitimate thing.
Are we really sure that we should go to the New Republic capital? Just because?
You still technically work for them.
Yes, but
Also, did we
They're
have
gonna
body cams
question.
on?
No, you guys did not have body cams on.
they're probably gonna question how you got hurt.
I've run in with Carnell.
That works.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to. That's great.
I mean, it makes sense. Like we were randomly going. Are you the only one who got hurt?
Think so.
No, I got my right arm hurt.
And you got blinded.
No.
Oh no,
it's
wait, it went
over.
down. Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
I'm gonna punch.
In all honesty, I thought Haley was gonna watch you die.
Yeah,
I
I
really
did too.
wanted him to owe me,
Yeah.
but now I think I'm just gonna kill him.
We have one session left. Let him live to the. Or look, in 2 weeks is the very last session. That's that's where we all go crazy on each
I just
other.
mean, like, traditionally, somehow your characters always get blinded.
I know, but I already lost an eye, so I feel
Well, now
like
you lost
the
both.
blinding was unnecessary.
I found that amusing. Alright. So you arrive at Arcanus. It's raining right now.
So why did they choose to make Arcanus the capital? If it's like a crappy planet in general.
Oh no, it has big cities, plus it's the capital of the Arcanus sector, so.
But like, it's just a crappy planet though.
Go talk to New Republic about it. It's not my problem. Who dares message me? Not one of you. It's... Boo. Anyway. So you guys land. And, well, New Republic, yeah, well, they already know who you are. So, New Republic lands, and, I cannot speak today. You guys land, you are met with spaceport official, and they see that you're pretty banged up and like, do you need medical assistance?
That probably
Yes.
Okay. And they send you on your way to a medical facility. And they're like, you with New Republic military?
would. Not really.
Of a sort.
Sort of.
Intelligence?
Sure.
Sort of. We work with intelligence.
Alright. And they're like, alright, we'll notify. And so you guys get sent to a medical place. So, strain, all that stuff is taken care of. You guys get out and you meet with Gaul. And
Can I
he's...
sucker punch him?
Why?
Go ahead! Do it on the second to last one.
Have fun.
I'll wait until Zach's here and watch me kill his character.
Alright, fair enough.
Now that I have my super awesome gun.
Okay.
So,
Not yet.
yeah, so you meet with Gaul and he's like, what happened to you guys?
Carno.
Really?
Well, for him. For me, it was a Siberian slaver.
Why are you?
Interesting.
I feel like you
Speaking
should-
of Carno, we found him on the Fulminatrix station. Want to explain how that happened?
We just put him there.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. Don't worry. Follow me, and you guys head to a speeder. And there's like a pilot droid, and then Gaul in front, you guys in the back. And there's a cover for them, but not for you guys, so you guys have to go through the rain.
Nah, it's not.
And you guys try and press the button for the cover, but he grabs the button. He's like, it's broken. And he takes you to this big building, this big looking tower kind of thing, and it's the Arcanus Judiciary Complex.
I forgot that he would have been noticed.
Then what?
They
Carno.
were there.
New Republic fleet was there. They found Carno. So you guys just said Carno. So I was like, what were you doing then? So you guys go in. It's heavy security. They're like scanning you guys. And like, we're gonna, weapons aside, put them all away. So they take your weapons, put them in like the cubby thing. All of them.
Here's the lightsaber.
And Gaul just.
Breaks it in half.
Oh, don't tip me. I kind of want to do that now.
All the work for the first one.
Then losing it and getting the second one.
I have a
Blew
question.
up on the door.
Would Gaul be able to break it? Like, would he be strong enough to just?
Well, with 4 rounds, I'd imagine, probably. He's
Get enough
big enough.
leverage on it to just
And then the crystal cracks and explodes, killing her. But no.
perfect way to end the campaign. Kyber Crystal.
It's just Zimzos, Heta, Alex, and E. That's it.
That is a group right there.
That is a group.
Car's only 18 now.
What the
I'm-
shit.
She's 18. Wait, has a year passed and like how long has
It
passed?
is 7 ABY.
Oh
Who
no.
the fuck are all these people? Why are you talking to me?
What was it at the beginning of the session? Oh,
What?
at the beginning of the
Can you get white? What?
I'm already white. Just like him.
I can't get much older.
You really cannot.
What do you mean? Hey. Anyway. And they take you into kind of a courtroom area.
Fun, fun, fun.
Let's see. Think of it as like the Nuremberg room
Yes.
right there.
I thought you were saving that for the last session.
Oh, I am.
So it's gonna happen twice.
So this is for us.
So you guys are brought in, heavily guarded in here, and there's 4 judges, and might get comfy in here. So, and there's like a little name for him. So there's Judge Aerodek, who's a Katerian, Judge Hempshire, who is an elderly human woman, Judge Goris, a Rhodian, and Supreme Judge Mykoral, a Mon Cala. And they're like, well, that is proceed with the trial of the Hutt handlers. Also, Zimzos is there, and Heta's there as well.
Is Zimzos on trial if he's New Republic?
Yes. Everyone,
He's-
they rounded your whole group up.
Okay.
Everyone that they can.
Is the Wookiee even there?
Huh?
Is the Wookiee there?
No.
He's already been executed for his crimes.
What are you
No, he
doing
wasn't.
for
He-
like
he-
Alex and Sims?
So
Right.
E and Rook are having private sessions right now.
Why?
That's not your
Because they're
concern.
not here, I think, partially.
And because they weren't at the full matrix.
Exactly. So
Neither was Heta,
Where's Zimzos?
and technically they don't know that we were actually there. All they know is that we had a run-in with Carno and the slaver somehow.
oh shit. Okay, so when they said can you get white, I said what do you mean? They said Coke.
That's very aggressive.
No. Grinder's a hell of a place. Also, nice butt pic. Not really. That has a very sad butt. Anyway, sorry about that. Well, yeah. So, let's So you guys are there with, Hedda, Zimzos. So let's go through this. We'll start with Zimzos. So Zimzos, you're on trial right now. You're put up at the stand. We have a report and we have a witness here. You may recognize Ensign Sol Mango. He was the Imperial defector on the Superstar Destroyer over Utapau. You killed an unarmed prisoner, a bounty hunter, apparently.
I did execute him because I had just seen them take down a Jedi.
That's not in the rules.
Rules?
The code. You can't kill an unarmed prisoner. That's in the New Republic military.
They weren't officially a prisoner yet.
Well,
Paperwork and all that fun shit.
note that.
Are you actually noting that?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna sentence you people.
Woo!
Okay. And how do you feel about your constituents? And you can speak freely right now.
Are we those constituents?
Yes, the handlers. How do you feel about them?
Well, they're probably a bit too eccentric to be working for the New Republic, but for the most part, they got the job done.
Would you recommend imprisonment or execution for them?
Feel free to single us out one by one and give us separate answers. I'm legitimately curious.
Like be honest.
Well, I felt like execution's a bit strong since they did, do the task that you required of them. So, possibly, indentured servitude.
God damn, kill me now.
In prison.
I guess. Indentured servitude to who, though?
I'm not the one putting out the
indentured servitude.
That's kind of one thing, we just keep working for the New Republic and, keep irritating them.
Very well. Oh, what about Orison?
Well, I did do some investigating, but I didn't find much that painted him in a dark light. He seems to have been on the up and up so far.
And the others?
They didn't cause me quite as questions. I didn't question their loyalties quite as much, so.
Okay.
Keep quiet around Zimzos.
Okay. And Zimzos is off. Els, you're up.
So,
Wait, before you do that, by the way, you know that one time when you guys were all talking to Phantom Cartel, Zimzos wasn't shit-faced, he heard all the conversation.
I figured.
Oh, that's not shocking.
He reported that as well.
Also not shocking.
So, Els. New Republic. You are an agent, and you're a New Republic agent. We've gotten an anonymous tip saying that you had contact with Chaos.
Gotta be honest, I don't really remember that. But it wouldn't
You just
surprise
say
me
that on the
knowing
stand.
some of the people that we've actually worked with.
Well, I just mean,
You're just on the stand.
To be honest, I could have been not drunk.
So you colluded with Kleeklak to send bounty hunters after.
Funny enough, recently learned that Kleeklak actually died years and years ago.
You should not be saying that we were on that station.
They literally know we were on the station. They don't know
Do
why
they?
we were on the station.
Do they?
And also, does it really matter at this point? We're already on trial.
Okay,
Right,
but again, you had contact with the criminal organization.
But we are literally a criminal
Correct?
organization.
Yes or no?
Well, technically, you have also had contact with a criminal organization, as you are currently talking to all of us. So,
Did you just out us as
Wait, what do you
criminal
mean?
organization?
I mean, you literally created a criminal organization years ago to help you hunt down all of these.
This isn't a criminal organization. This is an official New Republic.
You made an organization of criminals to go hunt down people. What do you think that was?
It was under New Republic surveillance
And how
the
did that
entire
work
time.
out for you?
Hey, Zimzos just gave the testimony. It succeeded overall.
I mean, yes, but half of them are dead.
No,
The
we got
other
like
half
10
are
out of
on
14.
trial. I don't think it really worked out the way they thought it was gonna.
Actually, it's been quite successful. But back to the original questioning. Did you have contact with Chaos?
I'm gonna be honest, I really cannot remember. So I'm gonna go ahead and like plead the fifth here.
Well, according to the evidence. Where do we
Did
went?
you try to contact Chaos?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so my character is super bitter about the criminals all being horrible and trying to fuck things up, so she wants to get revenge. I would super appreciate if Click could help her put a huge bounty on all the remaining characters so that in every session there's always a random aggressively trying to kill all the other PCs so they all get super irritated. And by aggressively, I mean like at least once per session they all end up taking like 7 wounds because of random blaster bolts from random bounty hunters.
To be fair, I did not realize that that was gonna be
How
like outed.
how early in the campaign?
October 22nd was when that was sent. So, what would you like to say for yourself?
Again, I plead the fifth. I refuse to criminalize myself. Also,
Gosh.
yeah, I think I've spoken
Very well.
my piece.
This is gonna be so fucking interesting.
Boy.
Oh gosh.
Heta, you're up.
Oh, fuck.
Now, you are a mercenary, correct? You're a Zabrak Marauder, so the answer is yes.
Alright. Yeah.
Now, what is... You have a bounty on you from the Pike Syndicate. Can you tell us why?
Because I used to work with them.
And why did they place the bounty on you?
Because I left.
Why did you leave?
I hated how they ran things. They were always using us as replacement people, and
Similar to kind of the New Republic.
I got tired of being a pawn. Oh wait, I'm a pawn again. I say that out loud.
Oh, I know.
The reporter says it's like, oh, I'm away.
Oh, wait, I have to record it.
Okay. Thank you. Duly noted. Kara, you're up now.
Alright.
Kara. The prosecutor just keeps saying Kara the whole time. Kara, now you colluded with Click-Clack, correct? You once worked with him?
I was raised alongside him.
Uh-huh. So
They just go, doesn't sound too good for you right now.
It
doesn't
was Tatooine.
That's before you went crazy.
I did know him before he went crazy, and then
do you know why he went crazy?
no, not really.
Now we also have reports of that Click-Clack was injured and was brought to a hospital in Manan, and you killed 5 lawmen.
I do believe in that incident. It was an accident, but I don't remember it really. With all the crazy things that Click-Clack dragged us into.
There was a lot.
How would killing 5 lawmen be an accident?
It'd be better to say it's a mistake in judgment.
Lack of judgment, you would say?
No,
Revenge?
I mistook who they were. And at the time, I considered Click-Clack a family member. And they were going to hurt a family member. I do not consider Click-Clack this anymore.
Well, he's dead. So.
Even if he was alive, I would consider it.
When he was alive, and when you considered him a family member, was there any... Did you start feeling not so much like a family member?
Seeing how he went from not sadistic and crazy
Sadistic and crazy.
extremely sadistic and crazy and killing thousands of people. Yes, that feeling kind of went away real quick.
You're aggressive.
But he's
I'm
family.
annoyed.
Ah, why?
I'm not he's family.
Because he's A, I'm a pawn, and B, you do realize how old I am. So it's very easy to manipulate me sometimes.
Okay, they go, you're 18, you can be tried as an adult.
That's true.
And technically I
Legal
grew
age
up
of
pretty
consent
quick,
is 16
so
in this galaxy.
Very well.
I do.
Clig,
Yes.
you're up.
Alrighty.
So, during your tenure, Also, actually, I'm going to go back real quick. Sorry. Els, what is your thoughts of your constituents?
I think some of them are questionable at best, but I also think that they all successfully completed the job you hired them to do.
Who do you think is questionable?
Namely, what's Zach's character's name?
E.
E, Gall, and Thex.
That's his dad.
Thex is dead and Gall's with us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so Gall specifically, probably should put him down like 4 or 5 times.
Gall just snorts at
The
this.
keeper just puts go.
Yes,
Go,
yes.
go, go, go.
Can,
Anyone else?
I
What
think
about
it's
Clig
okay.
and Orson?
No, Clig wasn't really much of an issue. I think sometimes they made questionable things, but they always got the job done, never endangered the general public.
And Hetta.
You fucking owe me, Orson. You fucking owe me.
What?
How do you feel about your constituents? Do you feel like any of them deserve imprisonment or death?
No.
No? And same for Kara?
No.
No?
No.
Do you consider them family?
No.
Fuck you, Orson.
None of us on
Okay, Clig. So, during your tenure as a member of this group,
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
how do you feel about your constituents?
I got along with them alright. We got the job done.
Do you think anyone here deserves imprisonment or execution?
To be honest, that's not really my call. You're the lawbringers. I am but your humble servant, as I have been since we got hired.
Oh boy.
Humble servant. Cuck. Beta. No, I'm just kidding. Up to us to judge. So be it. Now, you have gone. You've had many holo communications with individuals, as well as leaving Narshada several times. Would you like to explain why?
You just go out and adventure the galaxy sometimes.
Uh-huh.
I have updated you on several of my outgoing adventures, so
That is true. Did you ever steal from your company?
no.
Sounds like something you would do.
Also, your background is a bit sketchy. You're a moisture farmer.
Yeah, potentially.
I need you to answer truthfully.
Alright, yeah. I am a moisture farmer.
Am or
I
were?
was, yes.
Okay. Now, we looked into your background and you had a wife?
Oh, well, not really.
Not.
How so?
I don't really have any recollection of having a wife, so.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Did you have a wife?
Didn't have a wife. Okay.
That's
Like, what
fucked
do you
up,
mean
man.
having a wife?
Now, what about your wife that's been missing for some time? I don't know about what any wife. Not like you killed her so you can be Phantom Cartel.
I don't have a wife, dude.
Okay. And finally, Orson. Orson, you are an Imperial defector. You are cousins with Ezekiel Terral.
This isn't going well so far, David.
It's not
So what
gonna get
about your vanishings? Because you also disappeared.
better. I believe I've already explained that to the New Republic.
True. Did you ever steal from your company?
Yes.
Well, no fucking surprise there.
Which one?
Farmer's Guild.
What the fuck did you steal from them?
Don't worry
A
about it.
while back.
You
They
were
were
probably
just-
in charge of the embezzlement.
They were you?
Were
What?
you?
No, I wasn't.
They were just farming crops. You leave them alone.
It's a little bit more than that with the whole embezzlement. All that
Fucking-
stuff.
That's not what their mission statement is.
Smuggling
That's
off-
not what the corporation as a whole is about.
Yeah, but we also did like.
Are you mentally unwell, sir?
No, that's what I started the group as, and that's what it should be.
Then why did we have a raid?
You tell me.
For embezzlement.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Jedi were concerned about you. Luke Skywalker said that he felt darkness in you.
That
Yes.
does not. That
doesn't
is not a
sound
good sign, buddy.
good.
It's like, that's not. That's good.
True. I've been trying to redeem myself
Why?
because I have done some terrible things.
Do tell.
And attempted to do
Like
things.
what?
I attempted to blow up the New Republic intelligence headquarters.
You're admitting to that. Okay.
I already told them that, so.
Anything else?
It's just sitting there like this, staring at you.
Clicks like this is the first I've heard of this.
Just like,
There's lots of things. First mission blew up the.
Clay raises his finger. I'd like to hear all of his wrongdoings as well.
No, a number of them. You were involved.
I was gonna say.
I wasn't- like, I wasn't
Framing the
actually
Mirialan for the murders on the Akiva.
Oh.
I wasn't involved in a lot of the stuff you did.
You were involved in that.
I was on the. I was here when you were talking about doing it, but Clegg never actually got involved with a lot of the stuff you did.
Blowing up the first Hutt base. Freed Imperial prisoners, had one of them attempt mind control. The locals.
Oh, you mean Dr. Ranches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
And why did you free Imperials?
Seeking power.
Why?
Because we were under the thumb of the New Republic and we were powerless and just pawns, and I did not like that. And felt disposable to the New Republic.
Not really.
And you also had an interest in joining Carno?
Yeah. He knows how to use the Force, and I wanted to teach her. That didn't really work out well.
You attempted to join him before.
So why didn't you join the Jedi then?
Well, because I didn't think they would approve of what I was doing, and then by the time I went to them, they left on their journey shortly afterwards.
They left on the journey because they wanted to get away from
Alright, we're gonna bring in our witnesses. Can you bring them all in? So
Warlord walks in.
no, that'd be great. So there's a various group of people. There's Gaul is first
He
up.
can go fuck himself. I said-
Right back at you.
He like does finger guns with 3 of his 4 arms.
All 4 just do that. No. And Gaul's like, well, where do I begin?
By fucking yourself.
Order silence from you, or you'll be sent straight to jail. All right, that's noted. Have her out, and New Republic escorts you out. You have to wait on a bench outside.
Aw.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You thought you were gonna do anything? Huh? You think you're gonna?
Well,
Go get
I'm
ice cream?
sitting on a bench. I'm
Yeah,
just-
it's sad.
Witnesses walk in.
Also, Dr. Gringer Ranches, your Imperial scientist, comes in, testifies. He's like, yes, they freed me. They blamed a military officer, a Miriam by the name of Calon, and they're like, Calon is currently in a mental institute. Okay. What else?
that was odds. That was.
He kept trying to because you guys hacked the system to make it look like it was him.
Oh.
Oh, right.
So, and he's like, it's not me. And they're like, but that's you. He's like, it's not me. And they sent him to a mental ward. And they're like,
Sad.
what else? So you also enslaved semi-sentient indigenous beings to Kiva to make droids.
What now?
Yeah. You were there
Click
when we
wasn't
did
involved
that.
with that.
You were in the room though.
Click was not involved with that. He's not aware of that.
You were there.
He may have been there, but he was not
He was not
aware.
How did you not notice that?
When we had those meetings, you were there.
You were 100% there.
Look, so speaking of the scientist, Click has no idea who this guy is. When he had 3 Imperials, he just wanted to get that one governor out because he sounded like a good drinking buddy. That's why he was arrested.
Alright, hold on. Time out. Okay. First off, everyone was in the room when that plan was discussed.
Everyone? Like all of us?
No, the people who stayed behind to
Okay, cool.
scheme. You technically do know. Because you never told me after or before anything that you're like, I'm not aware of this plan.
Yeah, well, technically, Click is aware of that, but he never got involved with it, so he's claiming deniability.
What?
Oh, that's shot.
Alright.
I see. 9, everything.
Hey, he was technically never involved with it, so...
But you are aware of it.
Yeah, and I told the New Republic of all this stuff.
Later on, but way beforehand, when the operation first started, you
It was like week 10.
you didn't contact. You can't just shrug your shoulders at that. Okay, interesting.
I feel like both of you are in trial right now, and all of us are like,
Well, Haley just got arrested since she was
No, I'm just sitting on the bench.
she's not technically arrested, she was just removed.
Just sitting. I'm like, yeah.
Fortunately.
I'm sitting in
Disruptive.
timeout,
Basically. Court timeout because you're being
Yes.
disruptive to the courtroom.
which is fair. I was like too much.
Farmer's good. You also had contact with Death Watch
Yeah, we dueled the leader.
and the Phantom Cartel,
Yes, I may have insulted the leader quite a bit.
and you.
What about?
You had contact with them as well.
Yeah, I was along for the ride with David. I didn't enjoy interacting with them whenever he was present.
It's understandable.
Right. And Torjuk worked with you guys.
Yeah, he was part of this group. After he was.
You were the ones who freed him.
Yeah, we freed him. The Wookiee character I had who got arrested.
Oh.
Yeah, we did break him out of jail.
I didn't know his
he
name.
was working for Farmer's Guild, so probably with Red Harvest. I don't really know the specifics of what happened to him after that.
Something
I
tells me
have
that's a
no
fucking
idea what your
lie.
character's been doing.
No, I haven't been allowed to play him, so like, I haven't kept track of what Torchuk's been doing. He's probably killed.
You know, we also had to arrest several people in the Galactic Agricultural Institute because they were being paid off by you guys.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Right. Uh-huh. And you're based on Taurus, correct?
That's one of our races. I thought we
You had
lost
more.
on the others, I think.
We had one in Akiko, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got there. We freed those 18 from you. And you experimented with rat ghouls?
Yes. That is entirely on me. The rest of the group did not know about that.
No, Click knew when he grouped the New Republic.
I also told you guys a while back.
We're aware. We just want to get it on the record.
It was not on record before.
Oh, it was. We're just making sure.
Yeah.
All right.
How big is
Next
this
up
list?
is a Claudite. He comes in. It's the New Republic soldier that.
Oh, the guy
was
that
such a douche.
was Gull's nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, didn't he kill Cat?
I think.
Alright.
And he comes
Nobody
in,
knows
and it's like, so Trix, what was your? We could literally go back and replay that and be like, all right, so what do you think? Well, their job was to get the Hutt in the vault, and they sliced into all these other vaults, broke in there, stole things to try to take the money from everything, and they knowingly did so. And a fight broke out. Also, why did the fight break out?
I don't remember.
No, the fight
It was
broke
on
out.
them, I think.
No, the fight broke out because we were inside one of the vaults, and then the Claudite confronted us, and he was shit talking us because we were with Zach's character Gall, and since
Zach
he was Gall's
shot
nemesis.
Yeah, Zach
They
like
started a fight.
attacked them.
Yeah.
No, the Claudite started the fight first.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty certain that the Claudite started
The
the
Claudite
fight.
started the fight, but Zach had quick draw, so he shot first.
Slightly wanting to go back and watch that and be like, so here's the evidence, Your Honor. Oh man,
I mean, technically.
this would have been really fun to do as like an all-day session, just like as an actual
Yeah.
trial. That would have been so much fun.
No, thank you.
And then a human comes in, by the name of Sim Vobal. And Sim, what is your occupation? I was on Trex's team, in the Scipio vaults. He was the one that ran off.
By the way, is Gull pissed off at Trex right now? Since he's still there?
You can't tell from his
He
face.
probably is.
Wouldn't he be fuming?
Again, you cannot tell. And he kind of gives the same thing and whatnot, that they disobeyed orders from New Republic, all that stuff.
Wouldn't his team have disobeyed orders for picking a fight with a different operative group for no reason?
But who shot first? That's the trigger. The people who were just trying to capture the Hutts on Vagran when you guys were captured, the nature preserve, they come in and they're like, they're annoying. They work horrible together. One of them's an Imperial. Some of them, I think, are mentally unwell. I recommend imprisonment and probably execution for most of them.
Damn.
Especially that one.
Even though we saved their asses.
They rescued you guys.
Oh, I thought you said the people
This
we
is
found there.
No,
this
not
is
the senators.
people who blamed us for messing with them.
Messing
even
with
though
their operation.
that was entirely their fault.
All right. Next up is a Nautilin, Valerio Thwash, who's the vigilante who's going to kill Fretch the Hutt at Castle Gunray.
Oh gosh.
So Valerio, what did you see there? They drowned
Oh.
that Hutt.
That was a good
But
one.
you boiled them alive, technically.
We made
Why
him
are you
a
putting
soup.
that on the statement?
Yeah, why are you
Already
admitting
told them.
that?
And you blew up Castle Gunray.
Yes.
Orson, are you aware that Castle Gunray was a historical site?
I didn't care.
I
Types of
Oh.
didn't care.
This is not looking good. Next in comes a moon in robes with two cybernetic eyes. It's Arno Rarp. So Senator Rarp is like, save it. I detest these people. They're crass. They're rude. They're annoying. They work horrible together. They blasted up those vaults. They stole stuff in there that is against Scipio law. As the person who represents it, I am disgusted and displeased that this happened, and I don't know why Chief of Intelligence did not execute them or imprisonment. But they got the job done. Terribly. And then comes in Theris Bloom and Etten Farron, the two Imperial ISB agents.
why are Imperials
Yeah, how are
here
they
though?
getting pardons? They haven't done anything to get pardons yet.
Not that we know.
That's not you know of. You don't get to know everything. And they're like, well, Orson seems to have a change of heart. which is very different from the whole Terrell bloodline.
Coming from an imperial.
If we ever do the Empire campaign, you have to play like their dad, like Dad Terrell or whatever.
The grandfather.
Grand Moff Terrell or
Have
whatever.
two characters that are twins. One's an asshole, one's nice.
Together they still suck. Anyway, yeah, we've heard that they've been capturing many of our constituents that you guys have here. They've done some things. It's interesting. And then Barry McCochran comes in.
Oh god.
He's like, well, sometimes they're not good fighters. That one's clumsy. But since I'm also force sensitive, I also sense that he is also trying to redeem himself.
He's force sensitive.
Yeah, he's force sensitive.
He probably did that. I don't know if.
I honestly cannot remember.
He was an aggressor, so yeah, he was
Yeah.
force sensitive.
And he was my Force and Destiny's character.
And then, regarding the incident over Utapau, that was a wreck. They're very hostile. They talk back a lot, so we've noticed. And yeah. And then comes in Senator Zrisk of Mustafar, one of the senators who was rescued on Bagran. They bribed us, and I mean the ones in Red Harvest bribed us
That's
for influence and what have you.
we did that.
I mean, I just use connections. I never bribed them. I just talked to them since we had rescued them. I was like, hey, we're on good terms. You
I
should
thought
do
you
this
were the
together."
one who said to bribe them.
Yeah,
No, I never
I
said
do
bribe
believe
them.
that's.
Check the messages.
Check the evidence.
Nate's trying to go back and like delete it all real quick. No collusion.
No, I'm pretty sure I said
No
like,
puppet. No puppet. You're the puppet.
I said, yeah, talk to them. I never said bribe. Like, the official term that I said was blackmail, but that's not using money and bribing and stuff.
Blackmail is actually a little bit worse than bribery. Not gonna lie. In
Yeah,
my
but
mind.
Blackmail is still a crime.
Blackmail isn't, hey, we saved your asses, you should do us this favor.
Oh, here we go.
Or it.
September 23rd. I would say they deal in information gathering. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Sorry. Never mind. Hold on.
Too many messages.
There's a lot of messages.
Yes, too many cooks.
The Farmers Guild grouping.
Oh, you have a Farmer's Guild crit me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually kind of hilarious.
When did we rescue them?
I don't know. It was the
Oh.
thing on.
Yeah, so when I talked about it, it was October 31st. I was talking about how we should use our connections to the senators to keep the New Republic from targeting us specifically. And yeah, I said, talk to the ones that we rescued and like convince them by saying, hey, we saved your asses, i.e. blackmail. I never bribed them and stuff.
But you blackmailed them.
Yeah, as in saying, hey, we saved your asses, do us this favor.
That's not blackmail. That's requesting a favor. Blackmail, you've got information on them that they don't want out, and you use that to get them to do something.
Well, then Tristan should have said you can't blackmail them because we never had any blackmail on them.
Okay, when we started the group, though, we said we get blackmail people.
I was only talking about the senators that we saved.
You literally said we're going to get blackmail information when we started the group. September 22nd.
Wasn't that
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Bam.
Wait,
No,
was
but
that
like these
before?
senators that we're talking about right now,
Yeah.
I said we just convinced them to help us out. I never said bribing.
Quid pro quo.
Okay, so there's no circumstantial evidence for this, I guess.
Interesting. Let's see.
Also, that one that you pulled up, that's just us saying in general what we're doing, not our characters specifically saying what we should do.
That is true.
And then your guys' Bravasian guide, Cridge Moist, comes in. And he's like, yeah.
The guy working for
Who's working for you guys, but secretly working with the Hutts. Now he's giving stuff to the New Republic. Gives them a data pad on the stuff on Shadow's Wrath, on Felucia, all that stuff. Using the Felucians to wage war on the Phantom Cartel base.
We did that.
Does he have that data of David forging that evidence to, like, frame Phantom Cartel for stuff?
The New Republic.
Oh,
knows about that.
they've after the raids, they've downloaded a lot of stuff. They're going through a lot of stuff right now, y'all. Okay, and then they take you into a antechamber, little meeting room. They bring you in and all that stuff.
I was gonna sit out there. Like, chill. We take a nap on the
And so your guys' lawyer is like, okay, so
We have a fucking lawyer?
yeah.
I feel
I am
sorry for
shocked.
him.
Wait. Before we move on to that, shouldn't Torvis be a witness?
They've already
Torvis
talked
is
to him.
hiding with the Hutts, probably.
Torvis works for the New Republic.
That's true, I guess.
And again, they already talked to him. So
Yeah.
Your
he'd be
lawyer-
like, they're good all around.
Oh, he's gonna place us on that station.
so
Am I?
so we've captured Carno at Full Matrix Station. You just said you were injured by him. Explain.
Well, we were invited to
Can I answer
a
this one?
criminal meeting of all the remaining criminal underworld elements,
Mhm.
and
We wanted to get information on them so we could give it to you guys. Hopefully,
They're
better our
aware. I
stance
already
with the
briefed
New
them on
Republic.
this.
You did?
Yeah. I told them before we went. I told you I've been working for the New Republic, so...
He's been secretly working for New Republic this whole time,
I've kind of been trying to do that. But
as has David.
Alright, cool.
Seems about right.
And your lawyer's like, he takes like a death stick out, and he's like, okay, so
Also, is
Do
there
you want
really...
another one? I have other things you might
Don't.
want also.
Wait, are death tips
I have
not
booster
illegal?
blue.
We
Shut up.
need him to be.
Neurotoxin?
I don't know which one.
he just like flicks it to the side. So I might not get you guys on the death penalty because there's a lot of evidence, and it doesn't look good for anyone here.
Did the New Republic ever install the cybernetic implants in Orson?
On what ones?
The record everything I see in here.
When did we have that conversation? Because
That was after he met with the Jedi.
I don't even
second
remember
or
that.
third
I
time.
apologize. So
Okay.
no,
Am I in the room?
everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't fully.
So you might get pardoned.
Alright.
Maybe. I
Not
highly
likely
doubt it.
looking.
Very low.
All of us or just some of us?
Probably some of you.
Sounds about right.
Like, honestly, I'm pretty sure Hedda might be the only one who's getting out of this.
Sure.
Maybe Zimzos.
So,
Why would Zimzos not?
let's look at our options, guys.
Why is Hedda the only one? Like, out of character, why would Hedda be the only one getting out of it?
Just because she hasn't really had anything criminal. But no, wait, you also joined Phantom Cartel. Shadow's, well, yeah, you guys were all in criminal organization. Huh.
Not including the one that the New Republic formed for us. This is true.
You really spinning that story?
Might as well. I mean, it's true.
Deep state.
They literally did.
Oh boy. I'll talk to the judges about it. I don't know, to be honest. Cause you're all bad people.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially you.
Yes.
And you need to quit denying. I am your lawyer. You have to tell me the truth.
Yes.
I have been telling the truth.
I know.
I've briefed the New Republic on everything that we've done. Everything that I've been involved with.
So, okay, sorry, I guess I'm a little bit confused because you've been telling the New Republic everything, but you are denying at the trial that some of that stuff happened, even though you are aware that that stuff happened.
I didn't deny anything that happened. Like, putting a pause on that, like, you're saying that what? What am I denying?
The kind of the stuff with Red Harvest and Farmers Guild, the Imperial Scientist, I guess. You're like, I'm aware of it, but you never like reported it beforehand.
Well, I mean, I didn't, like, Click didn't know specifically that they were doing zombie shit.
Mind control, but
Like, I was there for the after sessions, but my character was never involved with that specifically.
and that's just one of the things I. Okay. All right. Can I think about this? Because there's a lot to cipher through. Basically, so you guys get sent out again, and the judge is like, "Well, you're terrible people."
Yes, that is why you chose us in the first place.
That is an understatement.
You're telling the judge that's why they chose you. The
Yes,
judges
In
chose.
New Republic, yes.
Okay.
Well, that is true. They chose us because we were criminals and they were offering pardons.
But shouldn't you always allow for a chance of redemption?
Okay. Normally, this is kind of an unusual case, but I'm willing to compromise. Some of you in the past have made very serious errors,
True.
much of which has been denied or flat out.
I believe I've
Did it?
acknowledged all of my errors to the New Republic.
We know. Here's the thing. In a couple days, we are putting the Empire's worst on trial. And we're gonna show them justice. We've been given death threats from an unknown source planning to attack trials. We believe they're Imperial sympathizers. One last job. Guard duty. That's it. You're just going to be there to guard trials. Nothing more, nothing less. We want you to keep an eye out. And after that, if all of it is satisfactory, if all of it is within law, there's no backstabbing, no behind the scenes stuff, everything is transparent between us. And we've also talked to Chancellor Organa. We have talked to leader of Mandalore, Lays Poe. We've talked to many other people. But with your body cams, with what you've done in the past, and other stuff, while we appreciate you have sought out redemption, some of you at least, it is still a crime, and that's just something you can't just ignore and sweep under the rug. And while some people, such as intelligence, likes to cover it up, it is still something that needs to be addressed. So, if everything goes all well in a few days, we'll discuss your pardons and talk about possible options
And those options will be
to mull over. For one, exile to the corporate sector or to Hutt space. Another one is a full pardon, clean slate, and to work for the New Republic.
Without being screwed over.
Can we get a
We have
clean
been-
slate without working for the New Republic?
A what?
Can we get a clean slate without having to work for the New Republic afterwards?
That's something to discuss.
Would my deal still stand?
We're talking to members of Red Harvest and the Farmers Guild right now. so we have not reached a decision on that case.
Would I be allowed to try to seek the Jedi Order?
Yeah, go have fun in the unknown regions.
Yes, but only in Hutt space. You get like a single.
Yes, you can go to the unknown regions in Hutt space. Orson, I personally respect your decision to go on the redemption path. However, you have things to be answered for, and while I appreciate you giving up the evidence, it's something I have to talk to with the other judges, the chancellor, with others, and we'll make a decision that we hope everyone is happy with. But if we find the evidence, if it's all there, we're gonna have no choice but to send you to prison. But I will make sure that there will be no death penalty.
Very well.
So
So
maybe
if all goes well with this guard duty, whatever, like none of us are going to jail or dying.
execution is off the table. I think that can be avoided
And
if
prison
possible. But we're looking at either exile, a pardoned exile, or a pardoning and joining the New Republic. Legitimate. All that, you'll be paid. You'll have insurance, a place to live. All that stuff will be provided for you. So on and so forth. We'll find a career for you guys in the New Republic. And if there's just too much evidence stacked against you, we will send you to prison. And we'll try. I don't think a life imprisonment will happen, but you're looking maybe a max of 20 to 30 years.
And for which individuals?
If anyone deserves it.
If anyone
So
deserves
what
it.
evidence do you think you're gonna find within 2 days that you haven't already gotten?
I cannot discuss that right now.
This is literally what court is for.
We're just finalizing everything, making sure.
Okay, and so if we fail to keep all of the Imperials alive on guard duty, is just everything out the window then?
No. We'll still discuss pardons and all that after whatever happens.
So really, all you can tell us is that we probably won't die, but there's no guarantees. Like that's the only thing you're guaranteed to give us.
You can die
Yeah,
on
I
guard
know,
duty,
that's
or
why
if we're
there's no
terrible on
guarantees.
guard duty, they won't kill
Right.
us.
So really, our stance has not changed at all, except that you're giving us 2 for sure days to live.
So as long as we obey the rules and do what we're supposed to do,
Until
well on
they
guard duty.
accumulate enough evidence in the next 2 days to kill us or imprison us anyway. We're
Yeah,
just
but
gonna
what
do their
you-
dirty work for them one more time until they can get enough evidence.
We probably
Correct.
already
This is
have
the
most of
situation
the
that
evidence.
it is, right? Right. That's why they just want to keep us for 2 more days.
But
Do
why
their
would
dirty
they kill
work.
you? What have you actually done that deserves that?
Nothing, but they don't have to keep me around once we get this last job done for them. They don't have to put any of their guys in danger protecting these Imperial scums, and they don't have to deal with us anymore.
And then you don't have to deal with them if you go.
Right, because we'll be dead.
Why would they kill us?
Because they're tired of dealing with us. I think that's pretty much what they've proven in this little
But
trial.
the judge said that he's not planning on having you executed.
For now. But they don't care if we die during guard duty.
Well, they very
Correct.
much do.
I don't really think you do.
I assure you.
So, but again, all you're giving us is 2 days to not be imprisoned, killed. Like that's the only guarantee we have.
The decision as to what happens will be in a few days.
Right.
That's all we can go from there. We've just had your testimony. We had the witness testimony.
You're going to take 2 more days to find more evidence against us and redo this whole thing again.
Not another trial, no. But we'll
You'll just decide on the spot then.
We're still deliberating. In fact, we've been talking about this for weeks.
And if we say no to this,
No to what? Guard
no
duty?
to guard duty.
I don't think it's an option. I think we may just be in jail the next 2 days until.
I mean, it sounds like it's going to happen anyway.
It's not like we can do anything against it. Like, our fate's in their hands.
So if we
Essentially.
say no, you're just going to throw us in jail and call it a day.
Essentially.
Okay, so How are we gonna prepare for guard duty then? The next 2 days.
We'll have people.
You're not gonna give us any information on the people trying to kill the Imperials.
We don't even know who they are. We believe it's usurp. They're gonna try and free their fellow Imperials and take them into the unknown regions.
Are we allowed to look into into who might be attacking and make preparations for defending the trials?
Or are you just gonna give us like basic hold-out blasters and like?
No, you'll be well armed and whatnot. In fact, you can even use your own weapons if you feel more comfortable. But we ask that if an attack occurs, the Imperials on trial, try and stun them. Try not to kill unless you absolutely have to. But yeah. The only other option, I guess, is one of you takes the blame for everything. And we'll do a life imprisonment.
But what happens to the other people?
Rest of you get pardoned and probably exile or whatever. We'll talk about those details then.
Well, if anyone deserves the life imprisonment, it would be me.
I think that's an understatement, but
Well, none of you are jumping at the...
I was thinking about it.
But, again, that's something to discuss
When?
after those Imperial trials.
So
you'd
next
still
time.
make us do guard duty. Wow, y'all are just really fucked up.
It's one last job, and that's it. It's guard duty.
Yes, with the potential of dying, or
You had the
getting
potential of dying this
imprisoned for
entire
life.
time.
Well, yes, but not really.
Tell that to the rest of your teammates who have died.
They were stupid.
Excusez-moi!
One got eaten twice. You don't get much more stupid than that.
That's your character,
I
but
know.
okay. You're fighting really hard on this.
I'm not really too thrilled with how this one is going about.
I think when all is said and done, I think we're going to come to a compromise that will benefit everybody.
Says the person not, potentially dying or getting thrown in jail for the rest of their life.
If he's at the trial, he potentially could die during the trial if we're not good guards.
Yes, I'm so worried about him.
Well, a lot of New Republic people are going to be there as well, like lots of high command and important people.
Yeah,
Are there going to be other guards then as well?
Oh, there'll be many guards. It's going to be very heavily fortified, and we even have a We have a New Republic fleet above the planet. We should be fine. But keep the lookout for anyone suspicious. We'll pay you handsomely.
If we are allowed to live and, be freed after.
10 million credits.
Again, if we're not in prison.
For each.
At the end of this.
At the end.
If we're not imprisoned.
A pardon, and then we'll discuss your future, whether you want to live in exile or if you want to join the New Republic. That is all.
If they don't immediately imprison us afterwards.
Are you trying
I just don't understand why you're still trying to compile evidence against us if you're giving us this ultimatum.
They probably need to sort through all
They
the
do have to
evidence.
sort through a lot of it.
Well, then I don't want an ultimatum until I actually know that there's a chance of me getting off free and not just doing one last free, deal for you guys.
That's fair. That's fair. But
To be fair, you could think of it as in we're still doing our work for them before they're finished compiling all the evidence. It's not an ultimatum, you have to do this to be able to get off.
I mean, it kind of is.
well, you're still under the New Republic. You're still under them. Like you're still under intelligence. Like it's still part of your job. Like you don't get your pardon until you complete your job.
Right.
They're giving you this one last job.
Right. And then
It's completed, and then they'll give you your pardon.
maybe. Right?
Most likely, yes.
We'll
It's like
see.
a 99% chance you'll get a pardon.
We'll see.
I'm sure you're gonna be
We'll
fine.
see.
Look,
I have very little faith in the New Republic at this point.
if
The fucking judge is like, you're gonna be fine. Stop.
you know what,
I want a 100% guarantee.
else, you know what? When the Empire attacks and they kill you, we won't even have to worry about it.
Fair enough.
Oh,
One last person to deal with.
Fair enough.
God.
But until then, you're to stay here on Arcanus. We have a suite for you guys to live in. So just relax, enjoy yourselves, what have you. So, thank you.
Thank you for the heart, for the headache. It feels like.
Headache? If anyone got a headache, it's the New Republic for you people. Also, you
That
elves.
argument.
What?
That argument.
That whole
Am I
argument.
wrong?
You're not right for saying it.
I'm not wrong.
Whatever.
Literally not wrong.
So who got backstabbed? Yes.
Again, am I wrong?
Us by the New Republic.
Pretty much every single session ever. This is true.
How much experience do we get?
15.
Check couch cushions.
It's honestly probably under here somewhere. I got it.
There you go.
How much XP was that?
15.
Okay, technically she's a hired gun, not a mercenary. So
What's the difference?
Yeah.
there is.
Thanks, Anya.
I think there's more formality for a mercenary.
Oh, I can stop now.